Well, I mean, I've been up to Door County a lot of times, and I go past this place many times, you know, going up north. And always wonder, you know, what's going on in here. You know, you only can see so much from the road.
So we've been coming up to Sturgeon Bay for the last 20 years. In fact, we're originally from Milwaukee, so as a kid, we'd drive by Bay Shipbuilding and we'd kind of always see like, oh, what's new, you know, what boats are coming in and out.
Open the shipyard up to the public, certain parts of it, and you can walk around and see the large graving dock, the small graving dock, the floating dry dock, the big cranes, the fab shop, all the things that people see when they drive by, but you get to see it up close.
It's Rotary's largest fundraiser, and as a result of what they do here, it allows us to give out thousands and thousands of dollars in scholarships.
This is becoming more of a community event rather than a Rotary event. And I don't know at what point that will ever change, but it takes a lot of work to do this. But there's people, I mean, it's on the news all over the place. We were on TV last week. It's really, really popular. But without this tour, I mean, we would not be able to give out as many scholarships as we do or do what we can do. And without Bay Ship, we wouldn't have this.
This is really special at Bay Ship. The Fincantieri Bay Ship does this for our community because it's pretty rare. There aren't many businesses that would do something like this.
They get retirees who had worked in different parts of the shipyard, and they get to talk about what they did and the area that they worked in, the changes that happened from the small cranes to the big cranes, and the building bursts out to the large graving dock.
I started out as a craft helper, as a steel worker, got up to a mechanic, foreman, and eventually left shipyards here as the hull superintendent.
I started in the yard, I think it was February of '71, and retired July 7th of last year. So it's 46 years and 5 months.
The stories we tell are stimulated by the people who come to see the ships. You know, what do you do with the ice? How long does it take to pump it out? What's the craziest thing that ever happened? Well, there's a lot of them, but anyway, those kind of questions stimulate your answers.
And it's just interesting to see how they're put together. You see them out on the water, you know, they're all complete, but here you can see it's already started from scrap. Piece of metal, and they just get building on it.
I'm an engineer, so as an engineer, it's fun to walk around and see the scale of everything. Kind of reminds me of when I was back at Bucyrus doing large surface mining excavators, so I can kind of relate to some of the, you know, the plasma cutting and the forming rooms and all that kind of stuff that you got. So it's very interesting to see how this all goes together, though.
Well, I think generally speaking, most of them are quite impressed and also quite grateful that they could walk through here and actually see what's going on.
I think there's a great deal of pride in building a quality boat, and the size of the vessels amazes people.
They've really been silent. Bay Ship has really been kind of silent about what they do in our community, and they don't really seek out a lot of attention, but they really do commit. I mean, not just in terms of what they do for payroll and the money that flows through our community, but just in terms of donations and helping our community out.
I just can't say enough good things about your shipyard here. And the people that your retirees come back and will do this. I'm looking at Shelley over there now, and just everything she does, and Stu, and I can't name everybody, it's not fair. But it's so cool. I don't know of another shipyard that would do this, or another business that would do something like this. And we can't thank you guys enough, really.